The erosion is not unlike the ones we used to see in other places. This one is the highest. So the highest among the ones I have seen with my eyes. So if you watch this one, you can be able to see that this one has taken up to 500 feet, if not more than that. If not, and it's very wide. The expansion is too large. Take from here, if you take a measurement from here to that side, you find out it is more than 300 feet wide, and up to 500 feet the depth. So it's much, very much. And this is the heart of the issue. If here is not being controlled, this one can wipe out the entire village, even within a short period of time. So it's very much, very, very much. Here has a very sharp sand. This sharp sand wasn't here before. When we are still growing, I can remember when we planted all these trees, all these palm trees. I can remember when we planted it. We planted it the time we are cultivating here. If you look at this place has stopped a lot of livelihood for people. Because this land, the complete of this land, we are before farmland to people, where we cultivate our vegetables, green, all of them, mention it. So now the erosion that was found there, when the erosion is much, it will now start to bring out the soft sand. So the soft sand now cover the whole places that made our people they cannot even see a place to cultivate again.
There's a stream that is here, down there now. Everywhere is covered with sand. There is a lake here, Uji Lake. It's a tourist attraction, but because of this sand that the erosion is bringing down here, it made this place not to be what it used to be.
And see, this is the dam, the last dam that were built to control the erosion many years ago. But when we move forward, even from this point, you will notice that the erosion is still ravaging our lands, our farmlands. No, the concentration of flood here is heavier than when this thing was built. So what it requires now is that we need to build more dam and more drainage and channel it up to the stream down there to be able to control this flood.
Okay, can your community do this without the government intervention?
No. This community have been putting a lot, but it seems nothing is happening. So at this point, we need the help of the government, as what we are doing now can only solve 10% of the problem. So without government intervention, I think in the coming months or years, after 1 or 2 rainy seasons, most of the houses in this community will be washed away by erosion.
I see federal government project did about 20 years ago. All the projects done by the federal government have been destroyed by the flood. So you see that the kind of damage we have here is not something that the village or town can even handle. So we're expecting the federal government and the state government to come to our aid so that the area will be controlled and so that people can still live around. If you can see that people have run away from all the side of the erosion. So we are pleading to the state government, also to the federal government, to come to our aid.
Is the heavy concentration of the flood. As you can see now, if you look around these places, this used to be farmland, but today everything is gone. And as you can see now, all the dams built in order to slow the flood has been washed away by flood due to heavy concentration of the flood. All the flood from our neighboring communities, from other villages in our community, all of them have been channeled to this particular place. So as a result of that, the drainage system built 30, 40 years ago could not be able to contain the water. So that is why that the erosion is expanding, unlike before. After building of this dam, everything was put to place. But since the water channel drainage system were channeled to this place, so the thing started expanding. So we are calling on government to come and help this community because our lands have been taken away by floods. So you can see, if you look at the dam up there, and the drainage, the flood is trying to remove the drainage. The moment it's done, all the people living in this place, all our brothers that lives around this place, we look for somewhere, we locate to somewhere else, because due to the heavy concentration of the flood. So what I'm saying is this, that if government did not come to our aid as soon as possible, I don't know what will be our fate after this rainy season.
As the last house, you can see that the election is coming up. And I believe if something, if we do not do anything in time, that election may come, and maybe before the year runs out, I may not be here again, because the election will take over the entire place. I'm begging the government, because it's not something that the village can do. It's a very big project. It's something that we cannot handle in the village level. We are asking the government to come and help us to protect the land from being washed out by erosion.